In this episode of Marina Queen, I meet up with a friend and make a few new ones, and I swap out my batteries, and I go racing with Captain Andy. Then Patrick and I, we take another swing at Half Moon Bay. My name is Rick. Join me as I refit sailing vessel Frog's Leap with an eye towards taking her to warmer places. I get to spend only a few days each month on the boat. That's why I call the channel Marina Queen. So the first try to get to Half Moon Bay, it was awesome, but it didn't work out the way we planned. So what are we going to do? Oh yeah, we're going to try again. Oh yeah! But the situation's a little bit different now. We're a little closer to Labor Day weekend, and Patrick has some plans, so he went home. But before Patrick left, he wanted to show me this burger place, and it's called Super Duper, and those burgers are really super duper. And then I got to hang out with my buddy Ace's mom, Patricia, and her partner, Mike. These two are elite athletes. They're both members of the Bay Area's South End Rowing Club, and they've done multiple Ironman triathlons. They've both climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. It was really great. I spent a full morning chatting with them, and then we went to lunch at a local Point Richmond restaurant called Masa that I love. It's authentic Mexican. Wonderful spending time with you, Patricia and Mike. And this is Adam, the first subscriber who's ever recognized me in public. How cool is that? Gave him a tour around the boat, took this selfie here. What a pleasure that was. Turned out to be an exciting day, I'll tell you that. You'll remember from the last episode, on the way to Half Moon Bay, we were motor sailing that whole time. And that's because we had winds coming from the south. We're looking at the weather and we're like, hey, if we wait a couple of days, we could have the prevailing northwest winds. We could have a nice beam or broad reach all the way down to Half Moon Bay. So that's what we decided to do. So while I was on GDoc and I was kind of preparing for this journey, and slowly people started kind of becoming aware of what I was doing there on YouTube and telling this story. So Rob and Don on sailing vessel Salt Whistle, these are the two who left. A couple episodes ago, they left the bottle of champagne, which I'm going to use when we get to San Diego to celebrate. But they kind of adopted me in the lead up there, which was wonderful. So they had me over for dinner on Salt Whistle. Oh, yeah. And after a few beers, things get crazy, right? Well, they got crazy. A guitar came out, which is crazy for me because I haven't played in decades, at least 20 years. Eventually, I got the guitar in my hands and, Don was looking for a reason to sing. So, what do you do in a situation like that? You butcher a Steve Miller song.
Sit around the house, leave it on, watch the tube. Here's what happened when they decided to cut.
So the next day, Rob tells me about an opportunity to go do a beer can race on SPINDRIFT V. It's captained by a guy named Andy, and the boat had just gotten back from the most recent TRANSPAC race that it competed in with Andy as the captain. So it was a really cool opportunity, and I took him up on it. But before we did the race, what I needed to do was swap out the batteries on Frog's Leap because they weren't really strong. And Patrick threw in a substantial portion of the cost of those batteries. Anytime you're swapping out batteries, it's not an inexpensive proposition, and appreciate that, Patrick. So I asked Rob if he could help me with the batteries. He helped me get them out. He took me to Walmart and then West Marine so I could get the batteries and then help me put them back in. So huge thank you to Rob. I really appreciate your help. I couldn't have done that without you. So here's the footage I have for both of those events.
I don't have knee issues, back issues, shoulder issues, just my damn ankle, which was self-inflicted.
These are the batteries that Rob and I just got out of the boat, and let me tell you, it's no small feat.
This is gonna be awesome, Rick.
Oh yeah, just like that, we're on our trip again. On our way to Half Moon Bay, baby.
I think we're gonna have, knock on wood, the prevailing winds aren't gonna be out of the north once we get out there a little bit, and we'll be able to actually sail instead of motor.
There's Half Moon Bay from inside the Pillar Point buoy. And I don't really have any food on board, so when we get in port, you gotta eat. And maybe a little drinky. Patrick and I, well, we just got to Half Moon Bay, sailed the vast majority of it. We didn't fire up the motor until it was time to lower the sails. Super successful first trip, super exciting to make landfall here at Half Moon Bay. We're at slip E15. We're right next to a ship called Fishy Business. Now, here's the thing about this, right? So I call them and they say, you're going to be right next to a boat called Fishy Business. And as we're coming into the slip, there's another boat called Fishy Business that I could be right next to. So I almost made a bad decision, but Patrick has eagle eyes. He recognized.
Well, I just know that all business is fishy business.
All business is fishy business.
That's right.
That's fun to say.
That's right. That's a $17 4-pack you're looking at right here.
$17.
Yeah, they're pretty proud of their beer in Half Moon Bay.
All business is fishy business.
That's right.
So the brand of this microbrew is Hop Dogma.
That's right.
Hop Dogma from Half Moon Bay.
Wow, that definitely tastes like a $17 4-pack.
Oh, yeah. Hop Dogma. Oh, yeah, that's very good.
I mean, really, when's the last time you had a cheaper beer than that on a yacht in Half Moon Bay?
I've never been to Half Moon Bay.
Exactly.
Never.
It's the best beer you've ever had here, the cheapest beer you've ever had here, all of it.
Hop Dogma. So it was crazy coming into Half Moon Bay for the first time. I'm so glad I did it in daylight. I don't know if you'd agree with me, Patrick, but for me anyway, the deeper we got into the mooring area, it became more and more apparent, hey man, we couldn't have done this at night.
Yeah, it would have been tough.
Yeah.
And the crab pots, that was like a minefield. I think we passed probably 30 crab pots right in the channel. Like, yeah. I'm surprised they allow them there, but yeah.
Patrick responded to a Facebook post, as did numerous people. Of all the people that responded, there's only one that actually made their way out to the pier, and it was Patrick. A super positive guy with a lot of energy, and I thought, wow, this could be really fun. So, and that's exactly how it's turned out.
The first thing I thought when I saw the invitation on the San Francisco Sailing group, Facebook group, I thought, you know what? Anybody that's gonna invite somebody through Facebook to spend over a week with them on their boat, I'm like, that's somebody I want to hang out with. because, it's like you got to have a really open, positive attitude to commit to that. That's a big deal, and it's been great.
Hard to come by. And
Yeah.
well, we got to slay this Half Moon Bay dragon together. I think that's awesome. So we're gonna try to get up pretty early, and try to leave like around 5, because if we can, then we can get into Santa Cruz a little earlier, and have more of an experience like we had tonight. Well, thanks for watching this episode of Marina Queen. If you liked it, press the thumbs up button. And if you want to see more, well, press that subscribe button. Yeah, subscribe to Marina Queen. I'll see you next week on the boat. New episode every Sunday. I'm not as think as you confused I am.